Hey everybody, Hat Creature here. So, episode 4 of the Book of Boba Fett, the Mandalorian spinoff, uh, came out today. Uh, I still don't know when the episodes actually come out. Like, they come out on Wednesday, but I always thought they came out at the end of the day. But when I woke up, all the reviews were already out. So it's like, anyway, so before we actually get into the review of the episode, I'm going to spoil everything because there's really not much happened in this episode. So there's nothing to talk about if I don't actually talk about it. Also, thank you everybody for watching. And don't forget, if you did enjoy the review, please press the like button so more people can see the review. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So before we actually get into the review, I just want to talk about something that I've been experiencing reviewing this show. It's been very fascinating, and it has to do with the show. But so before reviewing this show consistently, I watched a whole bunch of other channels that I'm still subscribed to, and I would watch their reviews. Almost everyone who's reviewing this show doesn't like it. Mr. H from Mr. H Reviews, he goes up and down. Uh, uh, Great channel. He actually does a lot of things I would like to do, but I haven't done them yet because I'm not quite don't have the resources. But anyway, all the other channels just don't like the show. Consistently don't like it. And I find it fascinating because I would look up to these people and I would listen to everything they say, and there are a whole bunch of shows I never actually saw because of their opinion, because I felt that their opinion was good enough, that they had the same values I did, and they enjoy the same things I do. So when they said it was shit, and they said all these horrible things happening, because they never lied about the show. They're sure exaggerating up and down a little bit, but they never actually said anything that wasn't true. So when they said what was actually happening in the show, and it sounded horrible, yeah, it sounds horrible. So there are a bunch of shows I didn't watch, but I'm actually really enjoying this, and I'm surprised that everybody is hating on it to the level they are. Because I admit the show has issues. The show is very Disney. This is nothing like The Mandalorian. This is nothing like Boba Fett. This is Disney's Boba Fett. This is not George Lucas's Boba Fett. And that's the difference. This is a totally different Boba Fett. And it's not awful. It's just not what we should have gotten. We should have gotten a more serious Boba Fett, but instead, what we're actually getting is a older, what's the word? Retired Boba Fett, perhaps. It's Boba coming to terms with who he is and his career as a bounty hunter. In this episode, that's what it's all about. And that's it. And so everybody's hating on the show, and I'm actually loving it. So it just gets me thinking, how many shows have I chosen not to watch because of these channels that I may have actually liked? I don't know. I'm quite curious to find out all these shows that I've chosen not to watch. What if I do end up liking them because I didn't listen? Just something curious. Just something to think about. But yeah, the show has a lot of problems. A lot of problems. But it's nothing to hate over. It is definitely an embarrassment to the character, but it is nothing to hate over. So now on to the actual review, so you don't have to just listen to me blathering. As you can tell, we are on the page of Slave 1 for the Star Wars fandom, the wiki page. I am here for a very important reason, because it links to a controversy about the ship Slave 1. So, this whole episode, episode 4, I believe there's 7 episodes, not 8. I don't know. But the whole episode is about Boba. He definitely looks old, but he probably feels old. And he's just coming to terms that being a bounty hunter perhaps isn't what he wants to be. Now, he was a bounty hunter his whole life because that's what his father was. And everything he did was in honor of his father, Jango Fett. Who was murdered right in front of him. And he tried several times to get vengeance for that murder and became a bounty hunter in his name because it was all he knew. But now that he's older after he survived this ordeal. And the only reason he was there was because of a job from a lord, Jabba. And so he got to thinking that, what if he was the one giving out jobs? What if he could make more money? What if he could do jobs cleaner and differently, better, if he was the one handing them out and doing the terms, being fair? That's what that's what this Boba Fett is. It's an aged, older Boba Fett who's settling down. He's not a bounty hunter. And that's what the whole show is about. And everyone in the show, no one respects him. His right-hand woman, the amazing Ming-Na Wen, beautiful woman, great actress, great action. Even her character, she says he's gone soft. And it's true. It's because of Disney. It's all because of Disney. Any story elements that make him this way is all because of Disney. Now, true, an older mercenary might actually want to, do this and be like that. But I don't think they're going to immediately change all their values like that. And that's why we're looking at the Slave 1 page, because this is also Disney's fault. So this whole episode is a flashback. In the flashback, Boba, we find out how he meets Krennic, Ming-Na Wen's character, who's also in The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2. So we find out how he saves her life. He finds her out in the desert dune after she had her fight with Mando. And, she's on her death's bed. So he takes her to this machine shop. I'm not sure what they call it. But the whole shop is basically for mechanical upgrades to give you cybernetic enhancements. And so she has a cybernetic enhancement in her stomach. I don't think it's actually enhancement. I think the dude just rearranged her organs and replaced things with metal and basically turned her into a cyborg so that she wouldn't die. I don't actually think he improved her in any way. He just made her live. It's just surgery more complicated. So anyway, after that happens, he wants to go get his shit back. The Tusken Raiders, the people who took him in, they're all dead. They were supposedly killed by a gang of bikers in the last episode. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I intentionally left a lot out. But the Tuskens are gone. They're not backing him up, and they never will back him up because they're dead. So without the Tuskens, he has nothing but Krennic. So he goes to Jabba's or Bib Fortuna's palace to get his spaceship back. Slave 1. It's called Slave 1 in the comics. It's called Slave 1 in Star Wars Episode 2. I don't know if they ever actually said the name of the ship in the older Star Wars films, but it's called Slave 1. Last year, I believe it was last year, Disney came out trying to be more inclusive. Disney came out trying to be more family friendly, as they are. Decided that Slave 1 was not something that they want to own. Slave 1 is oppressive. Slave 1 is bad juju. There's no slaves here. This ain't a Pixar movie. No. That's wrong. We gotta get rid of this. We gotta improve our characters that we bought and then just ruined. We gotta name it Fire Spray. Yeah. So Disney came out and renamed it Fire Spray. And nobody agreed with that decision. Everybody hates the decision. Everybody hates the decision to the point that the wiki actually... Where is it? Oh my gosh. Where is it? This is amazing. Yep, right here. The episode just came out today. And right there, after the war, Fett and his new partner Fennec flew Slave 1 to the planet Tython, where they had tracked the Mandalorian Din Djarin. And they still call it Slave 1. So even in And right here, Fett collected Sean and landed Slave One on Tatooine. So the episode came out today, and everything. Oh, they might actually be referencing. Everything from Mandalorian season 2, but they still call it Slave One on the wiki. But the thing about Fire Spray is that while the ship is named Fire Spray, the model of the actual ship is called Fire Spray. So while Disney decided that it was wrong for the ship to be called Slave One because slaves are wrong, they decided to not give it a name at all. They decided to be boring as hell. They decided that they're just gonna not give it a name because the model of the ship is a Fire Spray. This is a Fire Spray model ship. And this came out in Star Wars Ultimate, I believe. Let's see. First identified as Fire Spray 31 Class Patrol in Ultimate Star Wars. Ultimate Star Wars came out in 2015. So that was years ago. So the model of Boba Fett's ship has been called Fire Spray for several years now. But Disney came along and decided that Boba's actual ship has no name. So they took away the name Slave One and just decided that he didn't give it a name. That's great. What's the name of your ship? Daisy? What's the name of your ship? Big Bertha. What's the name of your ship? Fire Spray. Yeah, that's the model of your ship, but what'd you call her? Fire Spray. Whatever. If you don't give your ship a name, it's bad luck, bro. So, yeah, they just utterly ruined Boba Fett's ship, and I just find that disgusting. They didn't have to do that. But after this travesty that really soured the mood for the entire episode for me, they get his ship back, and they, what'd they do? Oh, yeah, they got his ship back. They went and killed some bikers, and that was basically the end of the flashback. Back in the present day, Boba Fett realizes that he has a lot of money, but he has no muscle. He's going to go to war with the Pikes, because the Pikes are moving in all over Tatooine, getting all this property, trying to assassinate him and everything. He has to go to war with the Pikes, the spice traders. Because if he doesn't, they'll kill him. And he can't stand against them because he doesn't have any muscle. He has no minions except that young biker gang of kids who drive Power Ranger motorcycles. And that was something that all the other reviewers were ragging on. Because, they do look like it. The young biker kids with cybernetic enhancements, they drive these fancy, classic 1950s looking Chevy motorcycles. Like the classic Cadillac from the 50s. That nice sheen look, beautiful sweet car in the form of a motorcycle, looking exactly as it does. That's basically what it is, and it hovers. And everybody calls them the Power Rangers because it's goofy looking, and it is goofy looking. It's just so out of place to see something that clean and brand new and fancy in the middle of a dark alley filled with sand and blood. It just looks so off-putting and wrong. And that's because it's Disney. Disney likes to do those things. Oh, we have to put all these pretty colors here so the children feel safe. We have to put kids in there. Let's make the kids powerful. For the children. I don't know, man. It is weird. I don't think it ruins the show, but it is definitely out of place. So Boba decides he needs muscle. And then basically the episode ends. That's basically it. He does try to recruit a whole bunch of clans that used to work for Jabba the Hutt, but that doesn't go well. He can't intimidate them for some reason. And they're like, yeah, you can kill us, but we're not going to help you. And so it's like, okay, I can pay you. What's just going to stop us from killing you? And it's like, true, fair. So he can't buy them off. He can't intimidate them. He can't do anything. The worst negotiations I've ever seen in my life. So he didn't get anything he wanted, and then he has the audacity to say, okay, I can't intimidate you. I can't buy you off. But would you please not try to kill me when I go to war? Could you please not backstab me? Just let's be friends, okay? Just don't stab me in the back when I'm shooting people in the front, okay? How's that? And all the aliens are like, this is acceptable. I don't trust them. I think they're all going to turn against him, and I think they're going to kill him. Oh, my bad. This is Disney. They're not going to kill him. They're probably going to stun him. I don't trust them, though. I think the Jabba's old allies are all going to betray Boba Fett. Because that just makes sense. It wouldn't make sense for them not to betray Boba. It's just Boba. He has no army. He has barely anything. He has a vault filled with riches. And all he has are a bunch of punk-ass kids guarding it. Sure, he has a giant Rancor monster down in the basement, but that's not where the vault is. That's not where the money is. Just go around. That Rancor ain't gonna fit through the front door. So, yeah, all these clans should just walk right in and kill Boba Fett and take his money, but nobody's doing that. So, I see no reason for them not to betray him. So, if they don't betray him and they actually be like, I really want this power. I really want all your money, but I'm not going to do anything about it. No particular reason. I'm good. I just don't see that happening. And that's basically the whole episode. The whole episode was a Disney episode. I think people died, but I just can't remember. Nobody of any importance died. So yeah, there are reasons for the show to be bad, but the show itself as a whole is probably not bad, but not good. Like, I like the show. I love the show. I'm having a great time. But every time something even remotely looks like a Disney product, I get disgusted. And that's it. So anyway, that's it. Who knows what's going to happen in episode 5. Hopefully Boba Fett, I don't know, hires some Wookiees. Wookiees are pretty powerful. Me personally, I like droids. I love droids. But they don't make battle droids like that anymore. Oh wait. They make assassin droids, but they don't really make battle droids because of the Clone Wars. It's I think there was actually a law prohibiting the construction of battle droids. Assassin droids are fine though, for some reason. I don't know why you would prohibit droids for war, but not assassination. Oh no. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the episode. If you enjoyed, please remember to press the like button. If you're interested in buying my hoodie, I also have a whole bunch of merchandise and some beanies and some nice shirts and some other products that I can't show you right now besides just my hoodie. There's a link down below for some merch. Say what you like about the show or what you don't like about the show. If you don't like the show, please say something, because I'm quite curious to hear what your thoughts on it. Because everybody has a different opinion, and that's what I love about all these review channels, especially me looking at it. It's really fascinating to see how everybody sees the show. So thank you, and as always, have a great day.